45th British Open, and for the first time in the last 4 years, there's a new challenger for the champion. 17 years of age, Jahangir Khan of Pakistan, the most exciting newcomer for many years. Jeff Hunt of Australia, the number 1 seed, the champion, is seeking a record 8th win in these championships.
Good morning, guys. I'm on my way to play the most prestigious tournament on the whole squash calendar, the British Open. Now I'm playing under 23 world champion Noor Zaman tonight in the first round of qualifying. So join me throughout the day to check out how I prepare for such a big match. Let's go.
Just to provide you a bit of context about Zaman, this is him winning the under 23 world champs.
11-6. Master Zaman. 3 games to 1.
So we have a Pakistani champion.
So an interesting thing about Zaman is his grandfather, Qamar Zaman, is a former world number 1 and also won the British Open in 1975.
Opponent Qamar Zaman, 26, from Quetta, Pakistan. British Open champion in 74-75 and never out of the world's top 3 since then. The highest paid man in the world of squash with a 6-figure contract to endorse clothing and equipment. Plays every day with Mohibullah Khan, the world's number 3, who he beat in a great semi-final.
So yeah guys, it's currently 5:56 AM and I can't sleep because I'm so buzzing for this match. Let's go! So first up we got some porridge oats with milk, berries, seeds, bit of kefir, almond butter and a banana. And even though I'd seen Zaman play a couple of times before, it's just good to refresh the memory by watching a little bit of him the morning of the match. It was then time to pack up my stuff and head over to the Solihull Arden Club. After checking out the courts, it was time to warm up for the practice hit. In the morning it's all about mobility, rolling out my back, working those hips there, opening them up, and just general loosening up and getting ready for the hit. So first up was a little 15-minute solo. I like to start with some butterfly volleys at the front, figure of 8 volleys, just to get the ball warm. And I also want to get my feet movements getting sharp, moving quickly, just little foot adjustments, some quick hands and some volleying, and taking a lot of short balls at the start of the session just to sort of get my range in. A few quick volleys like that, a few kills, and then move on to the back of the court, do some drives, find my lines and lengths there at the back of the court, and just get a general feel for the court. Did a few drills with one of the Singaporean players. I'm just going to put a name up on the screen because I don't want to completely butcher it, but anyway, we're doing some straight drives here with a kill option. We then moved on to some boast drive, drop drive with a 2-shot option. So at the front I'm just hitting drives, and at the back you're hitting a straight drop and then a boast, but you also have the option to drive to yourself first at the back or drop to yourself first at the front. It's a variation on the classic boast and drive drill.
later in the afternoon now, and I'm currently on my way back to the club. I had a good lunch. I had some rice and spinach with some chicken in it, and some nuts and raisins for your healthy fats, and some dates as well for a bit more energy. So yeah, solid balanced lunch, a little bit of fruit in there as well, and I also had about an hour's nap, which was useful. And I'm heading back now. I'm actually running a tiny bit late for a PSA photo shoot that they've got for all the players, so that should be good fun. But anyway, yeah, wish me luck for my match. Cheers.
So the warm-up before the match now consists a bit more of activation and getting sharp and ready so that I can move well during the match. Alright, so here we go then guys. I'm going to do my best at some analysis of my match with the world number 59 Noor Zaman. So basically this stream didn't actually have any sound on it, so I'm just going to have to do all the talking myself without the sound of the ball, but anyway, you'll get used to it. So here I'm just thinking about moving quickly because it's the start of the match, and get on the ball early, take time away from my opponent, and establish my lengths around the back, maybe taking some straight drops if they're on, and yeah, just look to get settled in. That drop, I just pushed it in a little bit. I didn't actually use my racket head speed to get around the outside edge of the ball and play the drop in properly. The stream does actually stutter a couple of times, so like this, so you just have to get used to that. But yeah, I had the England coach Stuart Crawford coaching me during this match, as well as my dad, and a few other family members were there. My granddad was there, which was nice. He remembers watching Noor Zaman's grandfather Kamar Zaman playing in the British Open back in the 70s, so that was quite cool. That was a nice shot from Zaman. I think it might have actually, yeah, so he had a very deceptive backhand. There he got on the ball quickly and he was able to show straight with his body position, and then dropped the hands inside the ball to hit that trickle boast. It's quite deceptive. He comes inside the ball on that backhand, chopping inside the ball, so it makes it quite hard to read when he's going straight or cross. But that was something I was aware of. And yeah, there's a prime example of me being able to pin him behind me, frustrate him forcing the ball in, and clipping the tin. Yeah, I remember that rally actually. He went for a straight drop off the serve, volley straight drop, and clipped the tin again. Yeah, there's that straight drop. So as soon as you miss your length and you hit the ball around the mid-court, he's just going to put that straight drop in, straight kill, boast. He has so many options down that backhand side. So that was something I was really aware of, trying to get that line through. But it's just tricky sometimes. That was a better line. Nice forehand line there, fading away, and got him scrambling behind me. So those are the ways I'm going to win points against Zaman, to try and work him out of position, force errors from him around the backcourt. But I also have to take the ball in short myself as well, obviously, straight drops. But yeah. In that situation, I just need to do a little bit more, leave those balls a bit shorter. I got lucky there. He's clipped the tin, but I've actually gone the wrong way. That volley drop from me was just a little bit too heavy. Something I've spoken about with Miles Jenkins, my coach, recently after watching this match, is just trying to leave that ball shorter. Like aim lower onto the tin, but also play it in a bit softer. I don't think I made an error for the first game and a half in this, which usually you'd say is a good thing. But actually I'm not taking enough risks. We're going for my winners. There he's just clipped the tin, so I got a bit lucky there. He was in a good position to take that straight drop in. I've built myself a decent little lead here at 5-2. Just got to try and keep that momentum going now. I'm hitting some nice straight lines, getting the ball through to the back of the court, which is what I need to do against Zaman because he's so dangerous around the middle. Saying that, I just hit an error there. Maybe it was one error in the first game and a half. Yeah, it's nice trying to have a bit of a variation, taking in a straight drop off the back wall, but wasn't quite short enough. Just got him moving off the tee a bit though, so it's alright. It's good here. I'm trying to push up, volley, take the ball early. What am I going to do here? Yeah, simple, tidy up. That's something I've been working on a lot, is when the ball's loose around the middle, just simply putting it away. Like, sometimes I can panic with those ones and mess it up or expose myself, let them counter-attack me. So usually just playing the most simple shot is the right option there. Nice hold from him. Yeah, that's going to be a no-let. Yeah, so I'm thinking about getting the ball through to the back, but also I'm trying to not overhit my length either. If the ball sits up off the back wall, he's going to use his hold, show short, hit long, and get me working hard. So it's a fine balance between not dropping your length short and not overhitting it. I definitely err on the side of overhitting it. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that you have to really work on your weight of shot, getting that second bounce into the nick at the back court. You can see here he's got me scrambling a little bit because of that backhand attack initiation. He likes to start a lot of his attacks down that backhand. One thing I had in mind going into this match was actually I wanted to use the high switch onto the forehand if I felt like I was getting pinned in on that backhand side, but I actually didn't use it at all, and that was something I thought about immediately after the match. I was like, oh my god, didn't even use that shot. So yeah, I guess something to learn there when you've got a game plan, actually trying to stick to it a bit better. An interesting thing, the New England coach Stuart Crawford told me actually, it's just from watching the warm-up really, he was like, just relax a bit more. Like, I'm so kind of active in the warm-up and really trying to, I don't know, he was just trying to calm me down a bit, like not get too over aroused, you know, with the hitting and like smacking the ball. Just relax, take the pace off, hit some soft drops, especially with the movement as well. With someone that holds well like Zaman, you don't want to charge onto the tee really quickly and get there too early, because then you have to stop and wait for his hold. If you can time your movement a little bit better and just glide into the tee a little bit slower, you're still on the move as he's holding you, and then as he hits it, you split and go. It's quite hard to explain, but when you time it that way, it's a lot easier to react to their ball rather than rushing there, stopping, and then having to go right from a stopped position. We then had some court cleaners come on, so I'm just going to skip this bit because it took a while. Alright, here we go then, back in. Zaman's fought his way back to within 1 point, and straight away he's gone in with an attack. Now that's clever from him. The ball's gone a bit cold from the break. I've slightly missed my length on the return of serve, and I'm behind him, and bang, he's gone straight and short. He gets a lot of racket head speed, so he can take the ball in quickly, but he uses soft hands. There again, another example to leave it short. I've missed my length on the forehand there as well, and the width, and he's able to shut me out. You cannot leave the ball in the mid-court on the forehand. You're just going to get punished like that. So after the break, within 30 seconds, I've lost 2 quick points there. And another stroke, so 3 quick points. So I wouldn't say it's a loss of concentration because I made a conscious effort to really stay focused after that break, because I know it's easy to lose concentration, but he's just tactically played it very well, slightly colder ball, and he's just taking the attacks in. But now I'm just looking for a slightly lengthier rally just to reset myself and try and get back in. There, I It's a shame the stream kind of buffered, but I gave away another stroke. Just he's creating a lot of pressure around the back of the court, and it's just just a loose ball that I gave away a stroke. So from quite a solid position, 7-6 up, I now found myself 10-7 down, which was a bit frustrating, but I just thought I'm going to dig in, get as many balls back as I can, and just try and make it tough for him to win the last point. That was a bit of a sloppy error from him, just going for a cross-court nick. To be fair, it was on. You could say I got a bit lucky there that he's clipped the tin, but I'd hopefully put that down to the amount of pressure I was creating around the back and just forcing the error out of him. But yeah, that was a nice little boast from him. But I've completely got the wrong way there, and it's just clipped the tin. So a couple of errors from him, and I'm back in at 9-10. I've got a real chance of taking this to a tie-break. Yeah, and that was another tin. So it's just funny how these things go. Like, I gave him a few cheap points, now he's given me a few cheap points, and suddenly I'm at 10-all with world number 59. And I'm thinking, okay, come on, I've got a chance here. Just hang in and try and create pressure around the back with my movement, get everything back, and just make sure he has to win the point, and not me lose the point, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm trying to pounce on those balls quickly in the front, which is good. Yeah, that was nice. So I'm actually working on taking those volleys in a bit shorter, but I luckily caught the nick there and was able to hit the winner. So yeah, I found myself with a game ball here. Yeah, so I served, he went for a cross-court nick, and it was too high, and I just did the classic wait and stroke, so I'll take that. Taking the first 12-10, feeling good, and really feeling like I've actually got a chance to get stuck in here now, because it's always tricky when you play someone like he's 130, 140 spaces above me in the rankings, but now you've got that game under your belt, you're like, okay, let's do this. Cheap error from him off my serve to start this game, and yeah, I'm feeling good. But that was a nice finish there. Again, that backhand is so deceptive, and I've missed my length, and he's just banged it in so tight. Yeah, couldn't get that one back. Something Miles had told me was that if I ever do feel like I'm getting stuck behind him, particularly on that backhand side, I've just got to try and hustle and push up as much as I can and just get in front of him, like not let him pin me behind him. I just got to do whatever I can to push up and get in front of him. So here, I remember making a conscious effort to do that. And yeah, just try and push up. But that's very deceptive from him. Just can't leave the ball on the volley there. He's going to hold you and put you under pressure. So this is a bit of a lengthier rally. Don't mind this as long as I'm not going passive and just hitting length for the sake of it. I still need to be thinking in my mind, being creative. How can I get him out of position? How can I move the ball around and create pressure? There I've stepped up, tried to volley, which is good. Try and bury him behind me. Quite a lengthy rally this. A few holds in there. I'd just say the subtleties have kind of gone. That's a nice finish from him. As soon as you miss your length with those guys, they're just putting you under so much pressure. Yeah, that game, that rally, sorry, like I was playing at a good pace, but actually wasn't doing too much. I was hitting all right lines and lengths, but I wasn't pairing it with anything else, so he can sort of just wait around the back until I do hit that loose ball and put it away. So I'd say there, I just need to keep ticking over in my mind, how can I move the ball around? How can I create pressure? It's just, as the levels go up, you just have to be thinking that all the time. That was alright. Could have almost played that in a bit quicker. As you can see there, I'm doing the movement with my hand, just letting go, just relax, boom, put it in. Those are the things I'm working on, just being more instinctive and more natural with the short game, you know. Good scrambling there, nice lob to reset. Got a bit of position here. Nice, but yeah, just too loose on that volley. A bit of indecision whether to go straight or cross, and I've just hit it in the middle, straight back down. So yeah, just got to try and pick a decision early and just commit to it. Whatever shot you decide to play, commit to it. And if you commit, it's going to be hopefully a half decent shot anyway, even if it's slightly the wrong shot. Remember a sports psychologist telling me that. Yeah, nice finish from him. Loose ball on the forehand, cracked into the nick. Wouldn't expect anything less. Nice drop. Could have left it a little bit shorter, but that's what we're working on. I'm actually volleying okay down this backhand side. It's just, again, making those attacks more deadly. A bit shorter, a bit softer. There, those reaction volleys need to get better as well. Yeah, nice hold. I've actually learned a lot from watching him, playing him. That backhand holds are just so nice. He can make such late changes and flicker the wrist. Something that I really would love to bring into my game. That's the great thing about playing these top players. You just got to learn as much as you can. Yep, hold again. Hold and trickle. Nice combination. The trickle boast is paired quite nicely with the straight drive. That's why you saw me set off to the right, because I thought he was going to drive it. You can have actually a pretty similar preparation and then just drop the wrist inside the ball last minute to soften up and take that trickle boast in. But yeah, he's built himself a healthy lead here. I would say the difference between this game, I haven't really necessarily played worse. It's just he's upped his game. He's played better. Maybe underestimated me a bit in the first, but I did actually pin him behind me pretty well. I was moving quickly and reading him a bit better. This game, he's been able to use his holds a bit more, and then obviously that gets me a bit more out of position, hitting looser balls, and he can use those attacks and really put me under a lot of pressure. Yeah, and that's a stroke. So fair play to him. He's upped it. He's upped it this game, and been a bit too much for me there. So I've just got to try and reset mentally. It's only 1-1, so still all to play for. And yeah, just really make sure I'm not giving him those chances to use those holds and those attacks, particularly on the backhand. But that's too loose there. I'm going to get punished. Yeah, now I'm scrambling. Luckily, we've been able to get back in the rally there. That was a bit of a lucky bounce in the back court. I think it hit the join between the back wall and side wall and just died. So yeah, I got away with a loose ball in that rally. Nice volleying around the middle. Getting on the ball quickly. As I said in the last game, I've just got to try and impose myself, nipping in front of him, use my pace. And that's what I'm trying to do here after a bit of a heavy loss in that second game. Just got to try and impose myself as much as I can. There's another quite a deceptive shot from him, but it's actually clipped the tin. So got a bit lucky there. That's another thing he cut out in the second game, the unforced errors. That was what was able to keep me in that game. Built that bit of a lead in the first game from those unforced errors from him, and he completely cut them out in the second. Had one from him there. Now, so yeah, when you're such an attacking player like Zaman, it's a fine balance for him between the winners and errors. But yeah, that's nice. Yeah, simple, just tidy that up. So there again, loose ball on the backhand. He's taken me in. I've just about scrambled it back, but then he's played the winner. So yeah, big super strength for him, that backhand. It's a tricky one because I can't just avoid it. I can't not hit the ball in the backhand. So I just have to pay attention and just make sure it's as good as possible. Missed my width there, and that's an easy volley drop for him to tidy up. Executed that drop shot well. The widths are a huge thing. Every level you're playing at, if you can get a good width, not let them volley you, you're going to create a lot of pressure. Covering the cross court is quite a tricky movement. Turning for some people, so yeah, if you can get that width right, dying in the back, that'll help you out a lot. You just got to try and go wide with it, or high. But yeah, that's another nice drop shot there on the forehand, and yeah, I couldn't get that one back. Yeah, so these volleys and drops around the backhand just need to be shorter. There I've gone a little bit too low and clipped it in, so yeah, it's just testament to Zaman getting a lot of my balls back. I've just gone a bit too low there and clipped it, but I don't mind that. It's okay, it's the right shot to play. Eventually I'll be able to nail those. That's the difference. He can leave the ball a lot shorter than me, so I'm having to cover 1.5 feet, 2 feet further up the court every time I go in for a drop. So yeah, I've just got to work on that. He can get good racket head speed, but he can still leave it short by holding the grip quite softly, and yeah, decelerating the swing slightly. Here I'm just fighting, trying to push up, but actually I've lost my length and my width and just not accurate enough. Got a chance to attack him there, that was nice. Yeah, so he's overhit his length, the ball's come off the back wall, and I've just gripped it straight and tight, and yeah, he wasn't able to get that off the wall. So that was a nice positive shot to get me back on the scoreboard after losing the last couple of points. Again, he's initiated with a backhand drop there, but I've lobbed out and reset the rally well. If a player is putting you under pressure in the front court, a lob is often quite a good option, especially at lower levels. Like if you can lob the ball well, that puts people under a lot of pressure. As you go up the levels, and at this level, you can't just lob everything. You have to get on it quickly and do something. But especially if you're like a club player watching this, or you know, if you can just get some good height on the ball, that's gonna disrupt your opponent, because it even does at this level. So yeah, that's tight, but I'm able to lob it. Lob wasn't quite good enough, and now I'm scrambling, get it back. Yeah, just missed the length again. Once you're on the back end of those rallies, it's pretty hard to reset. You just have to lob the ball or overhit the length and just try and re-establish yourself in the rally. So yeah, I just skipped a little bit of the play there because he broke a string and we got some court cleaners on, and yeah, anyway, we're back in at 6-3. And yeah, he just clipped me on his swing there. Got up to 7-3. He's building a healthy lead here. He's just been taking in some good attacks. I've missed my length a few times, and he's been able to put it in. So I've given him those chances, but he's taken those chances. So yeah, that's just too loose from me going into the front. I've gone front wall, side wall on the drop, whereas I need to try and make sure I get around the outside edge of the ball, get the ball running in straight, go front wall, and then floorboards first rather than front wall, side wall, not giving that angle. But he's just forced that error into the tin there. And again, that's poor from from a top 60 player, to be honest. But yeah, maybe just a little loss in concentration. He was up, I think it was 6-4, yeah, so 8-4, sorry. So he just lost a bit of concentration there. But again, that's just a reactionary drop shot from me that I've mistimed. I haven't hit the ball in the middle of the strings there. That's why it hasn't reached the front wall. Those things will come. I just got to work on my reactionary shots. I can do that in my solos, by doing fast volleys around the front of the court and stuff like that, and get coach to feed me and throw some down the middle at me, stuff like that. This ball here was a let ball. Sometimes those are given as no lets though. At this level now, they're trying to get you to play the ball, but I think on this occasion that was a fair outcome. So yeah, I'm just trying to promote those straight attacks here, but none of them are staying quite short enough, not getting him lifting up on the ball. And yeah, he's played that ball in too tight. Again, that backhand drop, just running it in, getting himself game ball. Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, I've gone actually too wide with the width there. He's waited for it to come off the sidewall, and then he's used the angle to just caress it into the front. So yeah, 2-1 down now. Starting the fourth game here. Just got to try and fight my way back into this match, trying to elongate it. See if I can get some errors out of him, counter drops like that. It was the right shot, just wrong execution. Just didn't leave it short enough or tight enough, and he was able to run onto it and smack it back past me. Yeah, it's too loose. Yeah, I'm going to get punished. I knew that straight away. That return of serve didn't go deep enough. The return of serve has to get to the back of the court. Unless you're going for like a winner in the front, you have to hit that line straight through and get it to the back to try and get in front of your opponent at the start of the rally. This is a bit better for me. I'm making stuff happen, moving him around. But he's got a loose ball here. Oh, got away with that one. He's put most of those away. I think I got a stroke here. But yeah, that rally in general though, I mean, that's probably part of the reason why he's given me a stroke there, because I've actually moved the ball around well, a couple of boasts, a few straight drops, counters. I was moving quickly into the front, leaving him up there, and a few of my drops were actually quite a lot shorter. So that frantic nature of the rally could have contributed to that loose ball that he's hit there. I just need to make sure I keep doing that, but it's just so tricky. You have to do that over and over again against these guys. Nice boast there. Yes, that was a good variation from me. I haven't used the boast a lot from the back of the court, and it's something I've been working on a lot recently to bring into my game. Lots of solo practice I've done on that boast, so it was nice to actually execute one. Yeah, the ref called his counter a double bounce. He's contesting it, but yeah, I don't know. But solid boast from me there. Pleased with that. Yeah, what's he gonna do? Hold, yeah. You're in danger when you leave the ball that loose in the front, especially against someone that holds well like Zaman. He's just waited, let the ball drop, and then at the last minute, flick of the wrist, pulled the ball cross court, and yeah, I was nowhere near it. Good lob to reset there from his drop shot. We're back into some backhand exchanges here. That was a weird one to adjust to, down the middle, but yeah. Rally goes on. He's taking in a good backhand drop there, putting me under pressure. What's he going to do? Hold and finish. Yeah, nice cross-court kill there. It's like you can see straight away once once they've created that pressure, they then keep you there. He very rarely puts me under pressure and then I'm able to get out of it. Like, if he doesn't win the rally with that point, like here, he's going to win the rally at some point. There we go. It's just once he gets me out of position that well, he's either going to keep working me or win the point. And that's just part of being a top player, like keeping someone on the end of a piece of string, just put you there, and then hit the winner. And yeah, that's clever from him. I can just see the rallies he's going to win. Like here, he's going to put me under pressure there, yeah. Too loose. Front wall, side ball again. That drop shot's gone in. I've sliced inside the ball rather than getting the bottom edge around the outside edge of the of the ball, and I've just let the racket head drop inside it, and it's chopped inside, and that was too loose, yeah. So just these things I've got to work on in my solos and my practices. But yeah, that was a great length from him. He was able to half volley that and catch me off guard. I hadn't quite set my split step right, and he was able to just put the line away quickly. Yeah, another winner there, catching me by surprise. And yeah, I'm just suddenly chasing this match a bit. Just got to try and dig in, get as many balls back as possible, and yeah, just try and put him under as much pressure as possible. There, I've just clipped the tin. I'm trying to be positive with my short attacks, but you're going to clip the tin a couple of times, just the way it goes. Yeah, he's going to put me under pressure here. I can see with this rally. Yeah, nice hold and boast. Stream's gone a bit buffery here. What's going on? Rally's still going. Tough one, this one. That was a nice hold and boast from him, to be honest, but I think he's just clipped the tin there, judging by the body language. So yeah, I've got a bit of a lifeline there. Lucky to win that rally. And yeah, just keep fighting. Yeah, it was tight. Good stuff, creating a bit of pressure here. But now he's volleying me into the front. Yeah, what's he going to do? It's tight. Decent rally, this one. Nice hold and switch there. I was showing the straight drop and then took it cross court, which was nice. But then, yeah, that's probably just a mental sort of fatigue error there. The ball's come straight at me down the middle and I've just mishit it. The holds were taking their toll on me. So yeah, now Zaman's got a match ball. And yeah, that's a nice finish from him into the neck. And yeah, a good learning experience from me, playing against the under-23 world champ. He actually went on to win his other qualifying matches as well. But I'll show you the other results at the end of the video.
Alright then guys, that was a great learning experience for me today. Played pretty well. When I was fresh at the start and I was able to charge around, get all his shots back, deal with his holds, I was able to sneak the first game. Yeah, so I was feeling good after that. I was like, wow, I can actually get stuck into this match. It gave me that belief. But as the game went on, his holds became more effective, his backhand in particular. I knew I had to look out for it. But yeah, anything loose on that backhand, and he was hold, drop, hold, cross, or trickle as well, boast. So yeah, that just became harder and harder as the match went on, and then my shots became looser, he was able to hold more, and it's a vicious cycle then. But overall, yeah, a great experience for me. He's 59 in the world, so a decent effort. I'll be back down watching all the other matches. But yeah, cheers for watching that. Hopefully I showed that I belong to be here, and yeah, can keep looking forward to getting some good results hopefully in the near future. Cheers, see you later.